Hey friends, and welcome to this new video dedicated to Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. In particular, I want to focus on one of the new characters that appeared in the most recent images. If you have seen the Poppy Playtime Fortnite screen or the special Halloween image, you have definitely noticed a completely new character, never encountered before in any of the previous chapters. The design of this character is really unique and, in my opinion, can tell us so much about the story of the new chapter. In this video, we will analyze every detail, from the shape of the body, to the colors, to the eyes. Everything that can give us a clue about who they are, what role they might have, and how they could influence the events of the game. We will analyze this new character, and together we will try to understand if this character is an ally, an antagonist, or maybe something completely different. We will see all the official details, and we will make some theories. Before we continue though, I want to remind you of something very important. If you enjoy this kind of content and want to stay updated on all Poppy Playtime news, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss a single update. In this video, we will dive into the mystery of the new character, explore possible theories about their role in the game, and analyze all the images that have been released so far. Get ready, because surprises will not be missing. Alright, now let's get started and discover this mysterious new character from Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 together. Now, let's start analyzing the official images. As you can see, here we have two really interesting images. The first is a screenshot from Poppy Playtime Fortnite, while the second is the special Halloween image, which many of you may have already seen in previous videos. In both of these images, we can notice something really special, the presence of a character never seen before in the previous chapters. At first glance, it is clear that this character is completely different from all the other toys in the series. In the first image, the Fortnite one, we can see a character that looks like a rag doll. Its head is huge and perfectly round, the eyes are made of buttons, and the mouth seems to be made with a zipper. It's a very simple and at the same time creepy design. Very different from the more detailed and refined aesthetics of the other Playtime Co. toys. In the Halloween image, on the other hand, the character appears associated with a Halloween pumpkin that has its face, further confirming its presence as a new toy in the series. The repetition of this character in different contexts suggests that it is not just a cameo or a background object, but that it will be introduced as a completely new and original character, probably in Chapter 5. At the moment, we can say for sure that we have never encountered it before. This raises so many questions. Who is this character really? Is it an ally of the player? An antagonist? Or something even more mysterious and ambiguous? What role will it play in the story? And what secrets does it hide? So let's continue and let's make the first theories about this character. Now let's try to make the first theories. As always, when we talk about Poppy Playtime, character design is fundamental because it often tells us much more than words can say. And for this first theory, I'm focusing exactly on this, the design of the new character we just saw. As we already mentioned, this character has a much simpler design compared to all the other Playtime toys. If we think about all the mascots we've encountered in previous chapters, we immediately notice how carefully they are designed. Every toy has its own unique characteristic, which makes it recognizable and different from the others, both in appearance and in behavior. Each one has a complex design, with elements that immediately define their personality and role in the story. Instead, this new character is almost minimal. It's a simple rag doll without expressions, with button eyes, a zipper mouth, and no distinctive feature that makes it instantly memorable. It's like a very rough toy, almost primitive, compared to Playtime's current standards. And this detail makes me think of something interesting. Maybe this was one of the very first toys Playtime started producing back in the early days. Perhaps, when the company was still young, it experimented with simple toys, without all the sophisticated features we see today. It's as if this character is a piece of the past, a historical item that tells us something about Playtime's origins. If this theory is correct, then in Chapter 5 we might not just encounter a new toy, but actually a window into Playtime's past. We could meet the very first toys ever produced, toys that hold secrets and mysteries that are still hidden today. And this new character could be more important than it seems. It could know deep secrets, events, and details of Playtime's story that no other toy knows. In short, this simple design could hide a really crucial role in Chapter 5, and that's why it deserves all our attention. In the next part of the video, instead, We will try to make another theory about this character. Now let's move on to a second theory. This time we connect it to one of the pieces of information revealed directly on the game's Steam page. As you know, when a new chapter is announced, the Steam page often contains small details that can help us make guesses and anticipate what to expect. In the case of Poppy Playtime Chapter 5, the Steam page reveals that we will encounter characters described as tortured denizens living in the darkness. So far, we know almost nothing about these characters. We don't know their identity. We don't know what they look like, and we have no information about their role in the story. And this is exactly where our theory comes into play. Looking at the new character we saw in the images, the connection seems almost natural. Perhaps these denizens have the same physical appearance as the character we just analyzed in the images. A simple ragdoll with a round head, button eyes, and a zipper mouth. It could be a design that is repeated for multiple characters, just to give the idea of beings who are tortured and imprisoned inside the Playtime laboratories. If this hypothesis is correct, then in Chapter 5, we will not encounter just one character with that ragdoll-like design, but multiple characters, all with that particular doll-like appearance, all potentially connected to each other, and all trapped or manipulated by the Playtime laboratories. This would open up really creepy scenarios. We might be facing tormented creatures who are not just simple toys but beings hiding stories of suffering and deep mysteries. In short, this second theory leads us to imagine a Chapter 5 that is not only full of new elements but also much darker and more complex than we expected. These tortured denizens could add a completely new level of tension and mystery to the game, making the experience even more chilling and surprising. In the next part of the video, we will try to connect these two theories together and imagine what the true role of this new character might be in the overall Playtime story. Before we wrap up, I want to share with you a really interesting little curiosity. If we go back to Chapter 1, among the scrapped models of the game, a very attentive user called Nappy Poppy Fan discovered that one of these 3D scrapped models had a shape surprisingly similar to the ragdoll of the character we analyzed today. This detail makes us think, perhaps in the past, Mob Entertainment already had the idea of introducing a character with these features, but for some reason, it had not yet been included in the game. It's as if this ragdoll, so simple and at the same time creepy, was an idea left on hold for years, a concept hidden in the past of the series, and finally ready to make its entrance in Chapter 5. This discovery shows us how much the development team cares about every detail, and how some ideas can remain hidden for years, only to return surprisingly in later chapters. Even a character with a simple design could play a really important role in the story, connecting the old chapters to the new ones and carrying secrets that none of us would expect. So, I really want to thank you so much for watching this video until the very end. Your participation, your comments, and your support are what make it possible to create more and more detailed and interesting content about Poppy Playtime. If you enjoyed the video, remember once again to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next deep dives and theories about Chapter 5 and the other mysteries of the series. Thanks again for being here with me. See you in the next video. Bye bye, friends.